What's up? I'm Dan Richmond. Welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about Bitcoin price action, my price prediction with Bitcoin, decentralized identity, kind of what's happening with the US dollar, and kind of my thoughts about everything in the process. So let's just jump into it. First, we're going to at the Bitcoin price currently, guys. If you don't know what Bitcoin is, it is a cryptocurrency that is pretty large right now. It's still ranked number one. It's $30,000 for one of them, and yeah, it's basically a large digital is basically a list of transactions that are called blocks, and it started with the Genesis block. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin, I advise you to go into a Bitcoin beginner video or something, because this is not it. I'm not going to don't really get into more technical aspects of it right now. But because I kind of have already what I want to talk about for this video. So I do think by maybe even tomorrow, my price prediction is I think we're gonna hit 32K. I'm not a Bitcoin analyst. I'm not gonna claim to be a Bitcoin analyst. I do hold just a tiny bit of Bitcoin along with my HBAR holdings. But yeah, I use it. I like it. I think it is mother, so or father, however you want to look at it. I'm not getting into that either. But yeah, I mean, it's here. I think that 32K is coming really soon. I don't know, tonight, tomorrow. I don't know. I just think that that's the next price point that I'm looking for, and I'm not gonna go through technicals, Bitcoin technicals. But I do want to talk about something interesting. If you've been a member of this channel, or if you've seen my videos before, you'll know I did this video back when I was a baby YouTuber. It only has 40 views. It's really interesting, guys, because I'm back at this conversation again in this video. Digital identity. So this is becoming more of a thing, especially with the ecosystem that's currently happening. This is this is a problem. Digital identity is becoming a large issue, and I made this video in May of 22, and yeah, I talked about this, the decentralized society, and finding Web3 soul. So basically, this is a Vitalik paper on soul-bound tokens. If you know anything about Ethereum, it's quite a thing. And soul-bound tokens are basically they tie you to a token that can be shared with other administrators, aka like housing. It's a big long thing. If you guys want to go into the full digital identity thing, I really think you should watch my video. I pretty much did a deep dive on this topic and how it relates to Hedera. But I did notice that Hedera did update this. Keith updated this February 24th, 2023. This was way after the video that I created. They talk about, now they're talking about KYC and how KYC works, which if you've been a part of crypto, you understand what KYC is. It's basically, that's currently the digital identity system. And it basically creates like a token that's your identity of a user. And that's to say you went through the identity process. And then that's how it's tied to your wallet, per se. It's the token though doesn't have like doesn't have like a bunch of information about you. It's more about that you completed the process, and to like get that information about you, they'd have to go through like a smart contract. Anyways, so it's funny. He talks about it in here. Here's one user story for this KYC token. Which is, I guess, what they're calling it now. Alice wants to join a DAO. She submits to join using her crypto account. Before allowing her to join, the DAO wants to know if Alice is a real person or a bot. The DAO discovers the crypto asset with a KYC token issued by Acme KYC. The DAO doesn't know anything about Alice herself, but by the presence of the token, they know that the controller of this crypto account must have passed Acme KYC's identity proofing process, and is therefore more likely a real person, and they allow her entry to the DAO. Yeah, so there's one. Here's one with the liquidity pool. It's talking about like a whole. It's literally talking about like an international investment case here. You guys can read the full thing. Let's check out this one. User story 3, travel rule. AJ wants to transfer 10,000 worth of crypto from his custodial crypto account to Alice's crypto account. Given the jurisdictions where AJ and Alice are domiciled in so-called travel rule, for mutual authentication and international value transfers will apply. AJ sees that Alice has an Acme KYC token. AJ pings the Acme KYC smart contract and sees that Alice's account uses the OpenVASP travel rule protocol. AJ's VASP does the I'm getting tongue twisted here. Necessary travel rule due diligence over the mutually supported OpenVASP protocol. After both parties have the appropriate information to file to the respective regulators, AJ's custodian proceeds with the transaction to Alice's crypto account. So yeah, it's like a wire transfer, but through this OpenVASP protocol. Let's check out this one for gaming. KYC story 4, or token user story 4. Alice wants to join an online multiplayer game that is restricted to users over 18, regardless of jurisdiction. The gaming operator sees that Alice's crypto account has a KYC issued by Acme again. The game operator pings the Acme smart contract that responds that the account owner has proven that they're over 18. Alice is able to join the game. Yeah, so, the other widespread pattern identity token is the badge token. Oh, so it looks like, there's two different ones now. So KYC, yeah, see, this talks about the paper that I talked about. Let's just go down here. Badge token. What's a badge token? To understand badge tokens, it's helpful to look at older and widely used identity standard called open badges. Open badges are web crawler, big data friendly data objects originally designed to be hosted on Web 1 or even Web 2 websites. In their most popular format, open badges are icons or symbols that link to authoritative human readable form on an associated public web page. Users thus link to these web pages from their social media feeds and a resume from emails. Anyone with the link can go to the web page and see whatever info the user wants to proclaim about themselves, whether it be a serious professional certificate or something fun, like an online gaming trophy tournament. Badge tokens, like a badge. Okay, they're called a badge token, but it's just a freaking badge. Open badges and tokenize them for Web3 wallets based identity systems, or for chain indexers and blockchain analytics engines, rather than search engine crawlers to find and aggregate. Instead of web pages, the users receive badge tokens, or NFTs, non-fungible tokens, with associated metadata such as images or descriptions. These are typically hosted on off-chain decentralized storage. Yeah, we know that. Users could then display their badge tokens for the world to see public expression of their identity. Attendance. Okay, accomplishment. Yeah, so why are identity tokens not soulbound tokens? Is visionary, expansive, and controversial. The name soulbound tends excitement. There's a limited number of ways to strongly and emotionally connect an NFA to a natural person. Engaging person's biometrics that has put into the token's data, but these approaches privacy challenges. Well, yeah, this paper gets way deeper than I even explained, guys. And I hope you guys are still following along after I was reading all that. I'll kind of break down what I was reading. So basically, they're saying that now, the way that Hedera is going to handle it is they're going to have two different, or they think there should be two different identity tokens. One called a KYC, which does one thing and has certain use cases. And then these badge tokens, or BTs. These BTs handle other use cases. And why are identity tokens not soulbound tokens? So they kind of go through here. But I mean, you can look areas of further discussion. There's a lot of data here, guys. But they updated this. I think this is like super awesome because it's explaining more to a basic person that if you don't have much technical knowledge, you can read through this paper still and hopefully understand what's being discussed. And Hedera's the future. I've said that for a long time. You can look back at this channel, and I've always said that. And this just proves Hedera's on the forefront of thinking. And speaking of this, let's go into the next part about this video, or segment. I don't even know if they're segments, or I don't know if I should mark these as little time parts or whatever. But I want to talk about this. The dude from, I'm saying it right, Acor. He shared this on LinkedIn. He's like the CEO dude. Yeah. He shared this about patient identity management. So this could be like, so an example of the badge token would be, you go to a hospital and you get credentials. So one would probably be a KYC, and one would be a badge. Like if you're a doctor, your diploma of you being a doctor, whatever, could be a badge. I think a KYC would be more like your driver's license attached to that same identity. That would be a KYC token issuance. So there's like, an example, guys. But what they're talking about in this exclusive paper they wrote or example is when it comes to medical records, there's a lot of different stuff going on with the data. A lot of different systems. A lot of people still on paper. Not everybody's using computer-based systems yet, I don't think, across the whole world as a whole. I think in the U.S. maybe most nurses have switched, but I'm sure some small towns aren't doing it yet. But this talks about how Hedera and this digital identity stuff can help patient identity and patient identity management. And this goes through some of the challenges. And I think you guys should check out this article. It's on Acor's Medium. It's really informational. And I think that if we really think about this, this should be done. Especially to save time and ROI for these companies. Because there's a lot of stuff going on, and really this goes into see, it shows you third party verified credentials. This is exactly what I was talking about for signed diploma issued by university. So it's they're showing how the identity system can work for a doctor, for the identity owner. So that's pretty awesome. So I think that's super important, guys. Hedera can solve a lot of different issues, and a lot of different things can be solved using Hedera's technology. So on to this next part. Hedera's patented token recovery system. So yeah, sounds like they're working on something. It's called DREC, Decentralized Recovery. Super cool. I didn't know much about it until I saw this article. But I just want to mention this. This is another huge, thing. Hedera's just on top, guys. I have nothing else to say about it. It's they just keep winning, right? We're winning. Another thing I want to mention is Arcure. They've been doing a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys watch, but they partnered with Hashback now, and they're powering Hashback. So yeah, if you're going to develop on Hedera, I highly suggest you check this out. They got pricing, all the good stuff is in here. Go check it out. Super important stuff. and it's pretty easy to develop on Hedera. I'm actually looking to build pretty soon myself. I know I've been saying that in every video, right? It's like every video you've seen, I've probably said that. But, yeah, I'm really trying eventually. And don't forget, you guys can follow me on Facebook. I post on there. And we're trying to create more reels and stuff. If you guys see my reels and my other content, my short form content, it's mostly about eating, work humor, some technology stuff. I talk about crypto a little bit, but yeah, we're trying to really switch up the content here. I'll be adding more of like what's going on in my life to this channel. I think more vlog style content will be coming out soon. I have some pretty interesting stuff I'm trying to do